When a home built on wealth begins to crack, it is not always poverty that caused it all, because sometimes it is pride, it is power, and secret too heavy to stay hidden. Tonight, my people, Nigeria seems to be on fire again. And who else but Epa himself? And again, his wife. One of the wives, is it the fourth or fifth wife now, by name Laila. Some say she's the fourth wife, others are saying she's the fifth wife to Epa himself. So the thing is, Laila has dropped a thunderbolt of allegations against her co-wife Regina Daniels. Her words, sharp, emotional, and damning, I tell you. But as the dust rises, one question fills the air. What really went wrong inside NedNwoko's empire of wives? The social media space has not rested since Laila, this elegant, reserved, and often quiet woman broke her silence. Yes, you heard me well. Because those of you who know Laila very well, you know that she's a woman who hardly talks. Yes, but for her to come out at this time, maybe there's something in there. With one fiery statement, she turned the internet into a courtroom, accusing Regina Daniels of everything from manipulation to moral decay. She began her piece with a shocking line. You infected everyone with your virus. Can you imagine this? Look at the choice of words, my people. A line so loaded that Nigerians paused mid-scroll. What virus? What infection? What truth is she unveiling? Because I don't understand. It's like every day comes with one new layer of uncertainties, from the bizarre to the unbelievable, and everything is just becoming so dramatic. Laila went on to claim that Regina Daniels introduced her to substance use nearly 6 years ago. My people, this 6 years ago, I'll be asking myself, if truly she's 24, 6 years ago means she was 19 at that time. Okay? So if 6 years ago, by APA's account, it means she was like 21, right? But whatever it is, how can you say that a young girl that is so naive at that age that she came into that home is the one that influenced a full-grown woman like you, with substance abuse? But this is where the public eyebrows began to even rise, because this looks so unbelievable. 6 years ago, Regina was barely 19, if not less, going by the different accounts and narratives of what her true age is. Possibly she was even younger than 19. A young bride navigating the bewildering corridors of billionaire's household. How does a teenager, freshly married and finding her footing, allegedly be able to lure an older woman, a woman who is more mature, a woman, who is just, who has seen almost everything? How is it possible that this young girl is able to influence her into substance abuse? Because this thing is not adding up. If we take Laila's claim at face value, it opens a troubling door. Was she truly influenced? Or is this confession a way to realign loyalty with her husband? Because this is what a lot of people are alluding to right now. After all, Regina's recent outburst about the other wife's past struggles with substance abuse might have struck a nerve. Don't forget that not too long ago, Regina Daniel herself had alleged that almost all the women in his life have had, at one time or the other, had issues to do with drug abuse. So could it be that she's trying to fight back? Could it be that she's trying to be on the side of her husband? And again, so why now? Yes, why now? Why this sudden return fire from Laila? Could this be solidarity with her husband? A carefully timed move to defend the family's patriarch? Or was this statement even hers in the first place? Because a lot of people have alluded that she doesn't understand English that much. She doesn't speak English that much. That this might just be the handiwork of Ipa himself. Some watchers are whispering that this may not just be Laila's words alone, that perhaps a larger hand familiar with the palace, the billionaires' politics, home politics, must have crafted that message from Laila. In this situation right now, I believe everything is possible because people don't know what to believe right now. Okay, the family has their own account of when Regina was married to this man. Regina herself has come out to say at 17, this a pa, I mean, put up for the family way as they talk am. Okay, not be me talk am. Now Regina Daniel herself come out to talk this one. Meanwhile, EPA is parading another years, So there's no aggregate of opinion. There's no consensus. There's no agreement to a particular age right now. And this is the reason why the likes of Showore is insisting that perhaps EPA needs to face some interrogation by the authorities at this time. Now, let's pause for a moment, my people. These are serious allegations by Laila at this time, the kind that could shatter a public image built over the years. And I think that is what they are trying to do. Yet, despite their gravity, something feels off. Yes, something feels off in all of this. If such behavior truly existed, why has EPA himself, the ever-vocal, media-loving figure, not mentioned any of this? Why? Why is he silent while one of his wife fires missiles at another one online? Why is he quiet? And why is this coming up at this time? Could this be a calculated attempt to discredit Regina Daniels publicly? Especially now that she has allegedly distanced herself from the marriage because she says she wants divorce. Could all this be a pattern, just to discredit her further? Or perhaps an emotional outburst from Laila, still wounded by past conflict within the household? You never can tell. Because I thought some time ago, this same Laila was seen with Regina Daniels, flying a private jet together and just, hobnobbing and frolicking among themselves, showing like they are besties, of some sort. Okay, so what suddenly happened? Then comes the suggestion that EPA himself has been pressurizing Regina Daniels to seek rehabilitation. That's another very weighty matter, okay? Because if indeed the issue of substance use is real, rehabilitation is a wise idea, don't get me wrong. But should it be commanded by a man she claims to have left? Because I've been asking myself, this you must come back for rehabilitation. This girl is saying, I don't do again. Okay? And what that means is she doesn't want this marriage anymore. And if that is true, but assuming the substance abuse thing is true, of course, rehabilitation is needed. But the question here is, if this girl is saying, this young lady is saying, I'm not marrying you again, I'm seeking for divorce, should you not be the one to command when, how the rehabilitation must take place? This is the question a lot of people are asking. If their marriage is truly over, should not Regina and her family decide when and how she seeks help, if she even needs it at all? Because perhaps she may not even need this. Perhaps all these are part of the grand design to discredit her. Social media feelers show a nation divided in all of this. Some people are standing with Laila at this time, praising her courage. Others see manipulation, a plot to break Regina Daniels' further, to weaken her voice, and perhaps to paint her as an unstable person. But if you look at the trajectory of how this whole fighting started, the kind of calmness that this young lady has exhibited, especially at the beginning, for just keeping calm and quiet, while EPA, was busy granting interviews and talking everywhere, do you think that kind of calmness will come from someone that is guilty of substance abuse? I don't get it. I don't get it. But as an observer, one thing is clear. The NedNwoko family drama has crossed from private pain to public spectacle. Every post, every screenshot, every leak now feels like a chess move. And the king, the EPA himself, seems content watching the queen's battle. And this is very, 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 very unfortunate at this time. If I were to be a past elder brother, if I am a past elder brother, Okay? And if I'm in a past elder brother's shoe, my advice will be simple. Sir, call your house to order. Silence is not strength when your family's dignity is at stake. A wise man once said, when the market fire starts from the seller's hut, even the buyers will flee. Yes, you heard me well. The longer this war rages, the more it burns the NedNwoko name itself. Because in all of this, don't forget, Regina Daniels is a very young girl. She's the younger person here. She's the one that looks like the victim here. Okay? And the person who stands to lose more as this rages is just one person. That's Epa himself. It's just unfortunate or a pity or fortunate for him that maybe there are no credible opposition politicians in his senatorial district. Because this is supposed to be the moment for that senatorial opposition people to lash on and make the life out of this story and turn it to something else. Perhaps they are still watching. Who knows? Who knows? He should, as an older and wealthier man, gather his wives privately, seek truth quietly, and restore peace immediately. No one wins when family becomes entertainment for the crowd. And the more he lets this fester, the more the public sympathy tilts towards Regina Daniels, the youngest, the most visible, the one Nigerians watch grow up before their very own eyes. They will not leave Regina Daniels, who is like their baby, and begin to throw support for Epa. It will not happen. Especially looking at the gulf of difference in terms of age, in terms of wealth. And don't forget, this new twist of her being put in the family way at that tender age of 17. Come on. I think this is becoming really messy. And I think the earlier Epa does something fast to stop this, the better for him. In truth, whether Laila's allegations hold water or not, one thing is certain. Words like these leave scars, indelible scars. Allegations travel faster than facts, you know. And as the digital crowd feasts on every post, the real victim may not even be Regina Daniel or Laila, but the children caught in between a house so hugely divided right now. This saga is a lesson for every public figure. Privacy is luxury, words are weapons, and once spoken online, they can never be withdrawn. Let the wise learn. Let the proud pause. Because when the heart of a home turns into a battlefield, even love becomes a casualty. And let me try to just round up, because I don't want to make this video too long. They say when the elephant fights the elephant, it is the grass that suffers. But in this case, even the palace, even the mansion of Epa itself is trembling right now. Let peace return to the house of Epa before history writes it as a cautionary tale of how fame and power can turn family into headlines. And to every woman in this storm, may truth, not pride, win at the end of the day. So what do you think about this unfolding story? There are a lot of twists to it. But like I said, the earlier Epa decides to, sit himself down and call for a family meeting and resolve this thing, the better for him and for everybody. Because kids are involved already. They don't want to grow up tomorrow, and what stares them on the internet is how their parents messed up their family name. Okay? Because that is going to be very, very unfortunate. And I hope it is not too late for all this to be corrected. What do you think about this unfolding story right now? Which twist are you looking at? Please feel free to go to the comment section and leave your thoughts right there. And hopefully yours sincerely will meet you to take this conversation further. God bless you. I'll be right back. Bye-bye.